It's 8:06 on Channel 95.7. 65 degrees right now. 70 is the high today.
We're just talking about what a good little house husband you have going on, doing all these chores because you moved, and now he's taken it on himself to pretty much get everything put together, hasn't he?
Yeah, well, I sent him to the store and said he was going anyway, and I said we were talking about the rods I needed for my shears and whatever in the bedroom.
Curtain rod.
And I said, just pick out whatever. I don't care.
Okay. Did he come home with pretzel rods?
No, he came home from one store and said, yeah, they didn't have anything that matched. And I said to the lady, if I go home with this is going to be a problem. And so he came back home and told me the story and then was going out to another store.
Right, double up.
Because they didn't have something else either. So he was going out to another store.
Well, he knows that you're not checking your phone, so he can't text you and say, hey, I'm running late.
So he came back home from that one and got the perfect ones.
Wow.
I mean, what is happening to this guy?
Your husband also.
He got the perfect things.
I texted him yesterday because remember the Friday before we left on vacation, Charlotte threw up all over my mattress, like my bed.
Right.
And the reason she did that is she was throwing up on the floor, and we have floor vents. So Katie grabbed her and put her on the bed to throw up, so nothing went down the vent.
Yeah.
Because you can vacuum a floor, you can clean a mattress, but floor vents, that's where it gets dicey.
Yeah.
So we've been looking around at mattresses. It doesn't stink or anything. We flipped it, so whatever. It doesn't matter. But you had said that Dan bought a new mattress, and I wanted to know what it was. I sent him a text thinking that it would take like an hour. 2 seconds later, the name, the brand, where he got it. I mean, he knows everything that's going into that house here.
I know. He's been on the ball.
He's a good egg.
Yeah, and just so you know, a friend of mine came and visited, and she said it's the most comfortable mattress she's ever slept
That's
on.
why I wanted to know what it was. I think we're going to go try it out today and see what
I think it's too smushy.
I love smushy.
I mean, it's so comfy.
Okay.
But I think if just laying on it, like if I was watching TV, that'd be great.
Right.
But sleeping, I think it would hurt. But mine's super firm.
So ours is super firm now because that's what Katie likes.
Yeah.
So we went and bought a mattress like 10 years ago, and it was the one we thought we liked. But now, I don't like it. I hate it, in fact. And I want a new one. So the fact that somebody threw up on ours is being used as hey, let's go get a new mattress. So we're going
so he
all
got
on.
back to you right away.
Right away, knew the name, knew everything about it. So mattress buying is weird because you lay on one and you're like, this is so nice. And then you lay on another one, this is better.
I know.
You don't know.
What do they do to make them so comfy when they're in the store?
Because obviously we did not buy the worst mattress that they had at the last store.
Right.
And I probably liked it.
That's the thing. Laying on it for 1 minute or even 10 minutes versus sleeping on it for 7 hours.
Right.
Way different.
You got to get in it. They need to take home the mattress policy.
They should. I think if you buy one of those really expensive ones,
you can send it back.
I think don't they have like a tested out period for the Tempur-Pedics or something?
We should get that then, and then I'll just send it back. Say no, no.
Use a different email address and get a new one.
I need to try this bed. No. Hey, I'd like to try this bed.
What do they do with those when you send them back?
They got to just vacuum them and sell them, don't you think? What?
Maybe they have an outlet.
It's like...
Oh, I need a mattress outlet.
Yeah.
Just go buy somebody's used mattress. I mean, I go to hotels, so I guess sleeping on a used mattress is not the worst thing in the world. No. I've been to a hotel. I've slept there. I sleep well.
Yeah.
Comforter doesn't touch my bed.
It's like when we were donating stuff, I said... I had a bunch of old sheets.
Okay.
And I said, just get rid of those. And he was like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah.
I think people would take used sheets.
They were so old, though. Like they didn't
tattered,
even match anymore.
Were they worn?
I mean, some of them were.
Okay.
Yeah, but we just pitched them.
Okay. You could have made forts out of them. You could have used them to make you could have hung them over the patio.
A fort sounds... every time I've ever asked Dan to make a fort, he says no. Because there are definitely days where it's, let's say it's raining and cold, maybe it's spring or fall or something, and I'm like, let's make a fort and watch movies. And he looks at me like I've lost my mind.
Well, that's that little, you've lost your mind.
Isn't that fun, though? You have kids, so you get to do all this stuff with kids.
We don't make forts.
Oh.
I mean, they make forts, and then I make them take them down. Forts aren't fun.
Why?
It's just a mess, and then you got to get down in there, and you don't fit all the way.
You can't see the TV because the TV's up high.
Exactly.
That's what I
TV's too
thought
high.
my only problem would be with the fort. Because if I'm going to be in a fort, I'm either reading or watching television.
You need to then get some mirrors set up so that you can see it right where you're looking.
It's really funny because I told Dan when we were setting up one specific TV, I said maybe we could have put a mirror on that wall and it'll bounce off.
You can watch it in the bathroom.
So, no,
yeah,
on the elliptical. So we could see it in the...
Okay.
And he looked at me again. He does not like my creativity.
Just do the mirror thing because you'll find him watching through the mirror. You know, are you watching TV through that mirror? I used to have it set up
me down.
where I could watch a TV from the bathroom with a mirror. We had one of those handheld mirrors, and I would hold it as I was going to the bathroom, and I could see the TV. That was classic.
How long were you in the bathroom?
Long enough, until the job's done. It doesn't have a set time. You don't punch in and punch out. You just go, you do your work, and you're gone.
I mean, I feel like I could miss the TV for a few minutes, and it's not going to be that big of a deal.
What if you're watching
Pause.
Oh, but this is before pause.
Oh, okay.
We didn't have pause back in the day. This is back in the olden days. This is the early 2000s. This is something.
Olden days.
Yeah, this is the aughts, we called it. And you couldn't do that. You had to actually put a mirror and watch the TV. Well, you pooped. You got to get that done. You definitely need that to happen.
Oh, Curtis.
So, yeah, Dan is hitting a home run with this house thing.
Yeah, he's doing a good job.
Are you finding that you like him more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. The first 4 days of our vacation.
Tough.
Oh, yeah. We didn't like each other very much. Oh, no.
Well, because you're working.
Oh, and just annoyed with each other and annoyed with the whole thing and dirty and stinky and sore. Yeah, we didn't like each other.
But now...
About Wednesday, we started to like each other
But
again.
now you got him doing all the work. He seems to be okay. How do you think he feels about you? You're sending him to the store while you're sitting in the pool.
Did you not listen to me? He was going to the store anyway.
Go get me this.
I wasn't sitting in the pool.
Then you don't answer your phone, so he has to drive home.
Well, he knows the home phone number, Curtis.
He probably
it's his phone number.
You don't know
but it's in his phone. It's programmed in.
Okay. So he could have called.
Yes.
But he knows you're not getting out of the pool to answer the phone.
I wasn't in the pool, Curtis.
And then you're out, you're sunning yourself.
I'm floating around with a margarita.
Get me a blind! Go, get something else. Get something else from the store.
I'd like Martha Stewart, please.
Dan, why don't you go shopping or something? Oh, gosh, you're so annoying. Now I don't want to throw those sheets away. Come on.
Want to be part?
Imagine Dragons on the new channel 95.7, 824, 65 degrees, still 70. The high today, maybe some sunshine if we're lucky. 70s again tomorrow, and then on the 4th, too.
70s?
Yep.
That's good, though, because remember 2 years ago,
it was 104 degrees.
Exactly. It was so hot, and everybody was miserable. Now we got a little bit of a reprieve, a little bit of a rest.
On Saturday, when we're at the Amway Family Fireworks, it's supposed to be 79 and sunny.
So it's going to be clear?
Yeah, it's supposed to be nice.
So a perfect night for fireworks. 10:30 is when we light them off right down in Abanabawan Park. You can watch it, and, see everything going on, the festivities, the live music, all the awesome acts that are going on. It's going to be a fun time Saturday.
Did you see that the Remax of Grand Rapids, they're doing the Family Fun area?
I did.
And they're bringing the hot air balloon. That's cool.
That is cool. Do you think we'll get to go up in it?
No.
What?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Did you want to?
Yeah, I think we should go in it.
Maybe you should call and ask them if you can go in it.
Boop, 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 boop. Hey, Remax of Grand Rapids, I'd like to go in your hot air balloon,
I don't think it's
please.
going to be leaving the ground. Is it going to be leaving the ground?
It definitely would be leaving the ground. It might be tethered still to the ground, but it'll go up in the air.
Yeah, I don't think they're doing rides.
Oh, so it's sitting there?
Are they doing rides? I have no idea.
You're telling me that it's just sitting there the entire time.
If anybody knows, you need to let us know.
Amanda knows. Amanda knows everything.
I don't know.
Could you email Angela and ask her?
I could ask Angela.
Hold on. I'll go online to my channel, 957.com, a little website that we got going on. I'm clicking here, July 5th fireworks. It's a beautiful picture of the fireworks from last year.
I have a friend
who
works there. I'm going to message her on Facebook.
Okay. It says old-fashioned games, photo booth, and more. And their hot air balloon. Starting at 5:45, the signature hot air balloon visits. So it might just be coming and landing where we don't get to go up in it? I don't know.
I was at a party once, and they had the hot air balloon there, and it was just on the ground, and you could go in the basket
Yeah.
part and just have a photo taken, but it wouldn't actually go off the ground.
Okay.
That's what we need to do. We need to get our picture taken.
I'd be fine with that. Just
In
a
the hot air
photo
balloon.
in the hot air balloon, the Remax of Grand Rapids.
I just messaged my friend, so we'll see if she messages me back.
Okay, I hope that she
works
does.
at Remax.
Okay. Hey, but,
Good to have friends.
but, what does she do at Remax? Because, like, if I work at Remax,
Oh,
that
no,
doesn't
she's
mean...
been putting this whole thing together.
I was
doesn't-
just told no rides.
No rides, but pictures.
Yeah, well, we don't know.
I mean, I'm sure you could probably
Amanda
take a photo
assumed
of it.
that.
Oh.
You could stand
Amanda's
in front
usually
of it.
right, though.
Amanda's rarely right. You
Well,
can
why would they bring the balloon if there was no reason
just because
to?
it's cool. So as all the kids are waiting and watching
Yeah.
stuff, it
Playing in
floats
the family
in.
fun area.
It floats into Abanababan Park, and then it lowers itself right there, and we're all like, "Woo!" and we clap, and then it just tethers and sits.
How many times are we going to say, ooh,
30.
on Saturday?
30 times, and a couple ahs in there too with the fireworks.
Are we taking some Connie and Curtis t-shirts to give away?
Absolutely.
Yay.
Yeah, it's a lie.
It's a lie?
It's a lie.
Why would you say
She's
that?
not taking any t-shirts. She's hanging out. She's having a good time.
Your parents are going to be here, right?
They are.
Oh, what does that mean? Does that mean that you will not be hanging out with us at the
Oh, no,
Channel
I will be
95.7
hanging out with you guys.
Well,
They
the-
will be hanging out with Mike.
Ooh, Mike and your parents watching the fireworks. Is Mike's new girlfriend Margaret going to be hanging out with them?
I don't know. I
Curtis,
don't know.
Be
She
nice.
might be down there.
You're so mean.
Well, so Mike,
Such an instigator.
Mike has started seeing one of Amanda's friends, and they go out all the time together, and then they lie about it.
Not they. He lies about it.
He lies about it, and she tells all about it. She's like, "Oh yeah, we went into this and this and this. He's fun." And then
Did you
Amanda's
guys
like,
talk about that yesterday, by the
We
way?
did not talk about that
Are
yesterday.
you ever going to? That's not one of those fights I would let slide.
No, we'll
Just
see.
me, but
Well,
I mean,
she's coming over to our apartment tonight for dinner.
"Oh, did he ask for
So-
some alone time?"
No.
could you leave? What if there's a sock hanging on the door when you get home?
I'm getting home first.
You know that
what
she's
does that
in there.
mean? If I saw a sock hanging on the door, I would think Dan lost his mind and threw his socks and one landed
No,
there.
that means hey, stay out of here. That's
That's single guy
that's
speak.
roommate guy code.
Yeah, but they're dating.
Yeah,
You don't
but,
do that when you're dating
but
the
they're
person.
roommates. They're still roommates.
Oh, Curtis,
right?
that is not. Mike's not that dumb.
I pay for that apartment, so
Whoa! Now we're talking about who's paying for the apartment. Crazy.
So she's coming over for dinner tonight.
so we'll see what happens.
You just like you're like the puppet master. You just like seeing what happens. Little Amanda
So is the
drama.
only reason you invited her so you could watch,
No.
observe
No, we have been talking
the
about
animals in their habitat?
No.
you like to watch?
No, I do not like. Well,
What's going on?
Who wants to watch Mike?
no,
I'd watch Mike.
nobody.
I'd watch. He's fit.
Is he?
Yeah, probably gets probably,
Okay.
Well, he's eating dinner. He's making something on the grill. Yeah, I would watch that. It's like watching the Food Network. I don't have I don't have that
It's
channel
like
anymore.
watching Animal Planet.
Yeah, yeah. Here's Mike watching the NASCAR, just hanging out.
Okay, wait. Did you answer my question?
What was your question?
I don't know. It was so long ago.
Do you like
Oh,
to
did
watch?
I invite Margaret
No,
over
not
on
do you
purpose?
like to-
Did I invite her over on
Yes,
purpose?
yes.
No, I didn't.
So you could watch.
We had been trying to get together since Monday, actually, and it kept
Oh.
falling through.
Oh.
Well, did you initially think I'm going to invite her because I want to see what's going on with
No.
these two?
Now, does
No.
Mike know she's coming over?
Yes.
Did he shave today?
I have no idea.
What if
Did he
you-
tweeze his eyebrows?
I have no clue.
What if after dinner you say, "Well, that was fun hanging out with Margaret"? He's like, "I didn't see Margaret at all.
Who?
I didn't hang
What
out
are you
with her."
talking about?
I know you hung out. She was here and I was here. You guys.
Are you going to get them in a room together?
No.
And start? Do you have
No.
flashcards?
Flashcards.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, let's go
You
back
start
to
firing questions
Let's
at
go
him?
back to Founders Fest. How long did you spend together? Mike, you answer first. No time. Margaret, you? We were together all day. It was a lot of fun. Okay.
No time.
We did 0 time. We
Who?
did not. We
What
did-
are you talking about?
Who is this? Who is this stranger?
Mary?
Yeah. Way to go, Amanda.
What did I do?
You're stirring it up.
All I did was go to my grandpa's birthday party.
Yeah.
And look what happened.
Are you ever going to go anyplace without Mike again?
Yes.
I don't believe
Abanababan Park. She's going to be hanging out
No,
there.
I mean, we'll go together. I just don't know if I'll be with them the whole time.
No, you won't. You'll be working.
Right.
Yeah, you'll be hanging with us from 5:30.
I can tell you won't be with them the whole time.
Right. Yes.
5:30 until 10:30.
Because they will want to stand right there for 6 hours.
Well, and they're
They
not
can work
working.
the prize table.
Yes. Who are
Put
these
'em to
people?
work.
Those are Amanda's parents. You can ask them any question
Don
you
and
want.
Audrey.
Wouldn't you want to ask Amanda's parents several questions at this point?
Yes, I would.
Yeah,
A
me
And
too.
bazillion.
they're prepared to answer any
Are they
questions you may have.
prepared?
Yes.
We should bring them on stage with us at some point.
Oh my gosh.
And have an Ask Amanda's parents.
Yes, we totally should.
What do you guys want to know about these people? I have a lot of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Was she always like this?
You're going to start it out and you'll have 47 questions.
Is it going to get better? What do you think? Right? When is this
Why?
getting better?
Just ask him why.
Why?
What
Why?
happened? Seriously. Didn't you ever ground her? One time is all it would have taken.
I
something
did get
away.
grounded once
What did you get grounded for?
because in first grade,
Oh.
You got grounded in first
I
grade?
did, and then I never got grounded again.
Because
Okay.
your parents felt so bad?
No, I don't even remember why. I just remember that I got grounded for a weekend, and then like on Sunday, my dad said, "You've been good the whole weekend. You cannot be grounded anymore."
But
So what
you,
changed over your weekend?
I don't know because I was being good.
did you miss out on something?
I don't know.
One time I made
Like in
Charlotte...
first
Not
grade?
going outside,
when
not
she-
being able to ride my bike.
When
maybe?
Charlotte was in first grade, I made her take the birthday present that she had bought for someone
Mm-hmm.
to the party and say, I can't come to this party, and drop it off and
Wow.
then leave. She hated
I
that.
bet.
That was a rough day
Do you
for
remember
her.
what she did?
No, I do not remember what she did. But she, I'm like, you're not going to the party. She's like, I already bought a present. I'm like, well, we'll take the present. Well, what? Go give it to his mom. Boom. We can't stay for the party.
We can stay because I was naughty.
I was naughty. I got to go. And we left. We booked right out of there.
Has
See
she
ya.
been good ever since?
No, these kids are horrible. Seriously, that's why you can't just do one and done like Amanda's parents. You got to continue after them
To try and get one that's good?
to try to fix them.
Oh, because I have a friend who is an only child, and his parents stopped after him because they couldn't handle anyone. They were like, "This is not fun.
Really?
We are never having another one of you.
Because you are bad.
You are the
news.
worst child ever, and we don't want another one."
Now that's too bad because
Maybe they're lying to him though. Isn't that mean to say to your kid?
that is mean.
I mean, he's a grown up now, but
I was just talking to somebody though who said when they had their second kid, they were so traumatized and so worried because their first kid was such a handful, and then the second kid was normal, and they were like, "Oh, okay." I mean, there was no being up all night, no screaming, no crying,
Right.
So then it was much easier. But she said, I remember thinking when my friends were having their second kids, oh my gosh, how are you doing this? And then she had her second kid. She's like, oh, because not all kids are the devil.
have colic or whatever.
Exactly. Yes.
Did you have that fear? I was talking to somebody about this the other day, a woman, and she was saying that she's pregnant and she has the fear. It's her second child that she's not going to love the second child as much as the first one. Did you have that
Oh.
fear? Is that like a natural thing? I don't have kids,
That's
so I don't
probably
know.
a mom thing more than a dad thing.
I mean, I've had that fear with pets.
I mean, we just love who you tell us to love, so that's easy. Like, hey, this is your kid. Oh, nice. Okay,
Okay.
I got a kid. But
so you
maybe
never think about
moms,
that, yeah.
Right. No, I did not think about that. Charlotte, though, is really pushing to be proclaimed the favorite around our house.
Is she?
Like, I'm the favorite, right, Dad? I'm like, "Ugh, no. Let's hang out with our favorite. So I tell her no. That really gets her down. That's good for the self-esteem.
You know what my dad used to tell me, because I would ask the same question?
Yeah.
That I was his favorite youngest child.
Okay, that works. That gets it done. And
favorite
then-
youngest daughter, favorite oldest daughter is my sister. I always knew she was his favorite, though.
Right. Well,
I mean, he
so
wasn't
you
fooling
say.
anybody.
We should ask him.
He'd probably admit it. He'd probably admit it.
Because maybe he doesn't really have a favorite. He just gets along with somebody
He's
better.
very fair. That's a great adjective
Okay.
for my father. He's
So
very fair.
So you're all his favorite. He just likes her the
no!
best.
Yeah, exactly.
Connie and Curtis.
847 at channel 95.7. Still 65 degrees. 70 is the high today. I was just reading a story that made me think of you.
What story was it?
So the story takes us to Oklahoma City and a new store that opened up.
Okay.
The Hustler Hollywood store.
Hustler Hollywood. What do they sell?
It's been open for a while. Have you ever been to New Orleans? I was at one in New Orleans, and they have like funny T-shirts. And,
okay.
And lingerie, sexy stuff.
Funny T-shirts and lingerie. Great parade.
All sorts of things.
Okay.
But this specific one in Oklahoma City, they dressed their mannequins in the lingerie.
Oh.
There have been 8 accidents in front of the store in 2 weeks.
Because people are looking at the mannequins?
Yes, and one of the guys who got, 2 guys, I think they were a lot of men who got in accidents.
Okay.
But 2 of the guys recently who got into an accident says, we both agreed that, both the guys who hit each other, we both agreed that it's going to cause a lot of accidents. So they called a local news channel.
Really?
So they could get them on the case to get them to change it.
This sounds like these are like ultra-conservative people then who like want it banned, want it out of here, like cover it up. This is going to cause too many accidents. I can't go home and tell my wife that I was looking at the mannequin with the huge rack and I crashed into this other guy who also was looking at the mannequin with a huge rack.
And he admitted it. He said, I just had a minor fender bender looking at the mannequins in the window of the new Hustler Hollywood store.
Yeah, this guy sounds like he's angry about it. Like he is trying to shut them down. That's what he's not saying, ha, 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 I was looking at this thing and I hit somebody.
No,
he's saying
he's mad.
They put this in here and now like the devil is in my eyes and I hate this Hustler Hollywood store.
But it made me think of you.
Get rid of it. Yeah, I would be looking at those. Seriously. I would drive by that store 8 or 10 times a day. Of course, now that guys are hitting one another, I wouldn't want to be a part of that.
No, you got to be defensive.
You got to watch yourself.
You got to be careful.
But that's
probably better off walking by it.
Have you, though, some of these mannequins
Yeah, they're hot. I know.
I mean, you see some and you're like, whoo, that is a good look on you, lady.
The female mannequins, I think, are way better than the male ones.
I always want to touch them.
Especially when they have that fake painted on hair.
Yeah. That's not doing it for you? The spray on hair?
No.
That's not your thing?
No.
Covering up
really
the male baldness? That doesn't do it for you?
I don't really find that sexy.
Man, some of those lady models, though, they got their tiny little shirts and skirts, and you're like, whoo, I like this. Charlotte, let's walk through that store again, I'll say sometimes. Why are we looking at this, Dad? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, remember, you would tell us stories when we first moved here to West Michigan. You were telling us stories about you and Katie in the mall.
Oh, yeah, following women around. Absolutely.
Wanting to go into Victoria's Secret. And she's like, why are we in here?
Because this is nice in here.
And it smells good.
It smells great. I can get ideas about things and other things. I mean, there are a lot of ideas going around.
Remember those pajamas you wanted to buy her?
Yes, because they were hot. They were a little romper. In fact, you wore long-legged version of those yesterday to work.
I did,
It's exactly the same thing
true.
that I wanted to buy her.
That's true.
So you have come along and fashion, but she will not. Except those shorts that I wanted to get her were so short.
You put a picture of it on Facebook, and everybody was like, that's disgusting.
Well, it was a similar one. It wasn't quite the same one because they didn't have the one that I wanted. But yeah, you wore a long pant romper, and nobody gave you any grief. Well, why can't I have her wear a tiny little short romper around the house?
Because she doesn't want to.
No, she does not.
She doesn't want to. Then
that's not her thing. She doesn't want to romp.
I found I don't know why this just reminded me of this, but in the whole moving process, I was going through old bins and pictures, and man, I found Dan and I. Has it been about 10 years? I think we're at 10 years now that we've been together.
You got some weird outfits?
Old pictures, but we were on vacation once, and there was a theme party at this resort.
Okay.
And Dan was walking around. It was a pajama party.
Okay.
We were all dressed like complete hooches. And Dan was walking around with some silk male, the jammy pants.
Okay, long pants?
He looked like he was 12. I am not kidding. I was looking at him like, honey, look at this picture of you.
12-year-old little Dan.
He looked so young. And that was probably like 9 years, probably 7 or 8 years ago.
Okay.
So
he was young.
He looked super young.
But you were young too.
Yeah. I mean, but
it's not your fault.
You've
aged.
I just put those pictures back away. They did not make it to a
you
shelf.
Put him on the house. You got Dan in his silk pants back when he looked like a kid.
And of course, he's carrying like 8 drinks.
Dan gets it done.
And I'm wondering, where are those silk pajamas now?
Oh.
I haven't seen them in 8 years.
You have? Do you think he left them there?
No. He doesn't leave things.
He brought them.
Yeah.
So you should ask him.
I should.
That's going to be great because that's going to be a Mike and Amanda moment between you and him.
What, Margaret's going to have them?
Connie and